Hey, Chukwudi, how's it going, man?
Very well, Graham. Lovely to meet you.
Awesome. Lovely to meet you as well. With a role like this, where does the satisfaction come from? Like the praise that you get for the role? There's been a lot of praise for the show online, specifically for the role that you've had as Murn. Obviously, is it after the filming process? Is it after the show comes out from seeing people kind of praising on social media, on Instagram, stuff like that? When does it really set in for you, the satisfaction?
Maybe it's something to do with the fact, Graham, that I've been, doing this for like 20 years now, and a lot of my work has been theater and been very blessed in that sense. And then suddenly I come to this last 3 years, and I have to remind people actually it's not been 3 years, it's been 23 years, in that sense. So for me, the satisfaction comes from when the best point, I will say this, the best point for me as an actor of any gig is when you hear you've got the gig, because that's when you've won the race. That's when you know you've done the thing that guy wanted you for. Then the rest is like coming to work and having fun and enjoying it and letting it go. I have my history is I don't read reviews. I like to know what's going on, that people are very positive about it. That's all I need to know, because a good review never is good enough, and a bad review, you'll remember the wording of it specifically for the next 20 years. So for me, the best point was booking it, that call that comes through and say, you got it. And then the rest is just having fun and feeling very lucky that this is what I get to do as a living.
Kind of going off that as well. I mean, in finding out that you've landed the role for Guardians that early on in the production for Peacemaker during the dance intro of all things, which is amazing. How does that add pressure to your performance or the rest of the show? Is it a case where it's like, all right, I know he has confidence in me as an actor. I'm good. Or is it like, wow, now I really need to take it up a notch, knowing that I'm in this other project in addition to the rest of the show?
Yeah, no, it's the former. It definitely was like, don't go and try and do anything else. Don't go screw. Don't just shut up. Like when you're I don't know. In the days of dating, where the date's going well and you think it's going well, and then you just start talking and you can hear yourself over talking, and you're like, stop talking, you're good, stop that, and you can't stop yourself. I didn't want that to be the case with this, so it was more of just going back and doing more of the same. And my whole process is like is a bit like a piece of music. You learn the notes, you learn the keys, you can play that piece after a certain time, but they're pieces that I've been playing for 20 years over and over again, because it's not about knowing how you play, but to go deeper into how you play it and whatever. So I just did with the role what I try to do always, is like, I'm okay, Guardians is not for another, I don't know how many months at the time it was. My focus is Murn, and I have this journey to do with Murn. So I'm going to just keep doing it. So I didn't allow any pressure to come on me. The sort of craziness was just like after I finished that and the conversation started happening that you're going to be in Guardians, and my team started going crazy, is when it sort of dawned on me what a massive big deal it was.